Okay, just got back from getting some Model 1s sort of rescued from the trash heap down in West Virginia. I'm in Pittsburgh, so it was about a 3 hour ride for me back and forth. But I did want to, I saw them and I thought there was only one Model 1, but there was actually two with a whole bunch of stuff. It was clearly somebody's collection who was quite into this back in the day, even one Coco manual. So this is just to show kind of the dirty side of collecting and restoring these systems. When you get them from restorers, they're working and they're in good shape and they're not covered with dirt and grime like these. So I kind of decided to make this video real quick to kind of show you what I go through. The first step is to clean them off, but let's take a look at what I found.
All right, so here's everything. I already started cleaning this. This thing was disgusting, so I've already washed off the top and bottom. An expansion interface and another better Model 1 and expansion interface. Two grubby monitors. They're pretty dusty. Some books. Another box of books and a box of discs. Some floppy drives. And some more books. Lots of floppies in the big container.
Okay, by far, this is not the worst I've seen. One of my Model 3s I call the mouse nest for obvious reasons, so this is not terrible. What I usually do is start by carefully kind of vacuuming the dust off, especially on the outside of these things, and you can use the vacuum if you can get it apart, but usually I won't pull it apart unless it's really bad. The one Model 1 that I showed broken apart was really bad, and it didn't have any connection. It was like all loose, so I pulled that apart and just vacuumed everything off. The keyboard is missing some keys, but the motherboard looks nominal. We'll see if it goes.
Okay, so I'm looking at the two Model 1s on the expansion interfaces. You can sort of tell the expansion interface, this one has two power supplies in it. I can tell by the cords. This one over here only has one power cord, so there's probably only one power supply in that thing. Not great shot. These things are in pretty good shape for expansion interface. They need a little more cleanup. I just sort of wiped them down with a wet rag and vacuumed them off. That's all I've done, sort of my level 1 cleaning as it comes in the door. Same with the computer. There's the two computers. 26106G on that one. And 26106 without the G on the other one. All right, that's all of them together. You can see the whole thing. There's I think a disk cable, and it came with one power adapter. All right, here's some disk drives. I've just wiped these down. I'm not even going to open them up. Let's see if we can see what they are. All right, 26116O. Get a picture of the front there, and the other one. Let's see. I'm showing the cord. It's pretty bad. Two plug on that one. Looks like the same catalog number. That's the front. And this one looks like it had a 3-prong that somebody yanked out the center. Great. Safety third. All right, this is for the headphone users. I'm going to vacuum off. This is what I do. I use a little vacuum. Vacuum off the monitors. The monitors are actually solid. There's no damage to them. The plugs all look good. The connector, the DIN connector looks good. This one here is the better of the two. As I said, it's pretty clear that somebody stacked these on top of each other. Just trying to get a little of the dust off. All right, that's probably enough of that. All right, as I said, when I first wipe these down, I just use kind of water, not even soap. I'll clean them up better second pass if I start to restore them, but just kind of like a damp towel. No, not even soap. It just to kind of get everything, just a first pass clean, to kind of put it in the closet for a while. Now, as bad as these things look, these Model 1 monitors are pretty reliable. The biggest thing that happens is there's a little card inside them that can come loose, but these I shook a little bit and they're fine. So this is the only thing I'm really actually willing to test. And let me show you that. All right, so these are the two monitors. They look a bit better after they've been wiped down. And this is a good known Model 1. This is not one of the Model 1s I've just been cleaning up. So let's turn on the worst of the two. All right, that's good. Nothing bad happened. And you can sort of see the prompt come up for a sec, and then I sort of lose it. So this one needs a little bit of work, but it's mostly there. And this was the one that was clearly got the most of the damage. Yeah, it's not going to work. So we just shut it down. We'll work on that later. Probably repairable. All right, we set up the second one. This is the better one than the bottom. Get it set up. Oh, memory size right away. So this one, without even turning the knobs, came right up. As I said, these things are pretty bulletproof. I'll try to adjust the camera work. Of course, it will never focus on the screen, but give you an idea. All right, so we're on the known good Model 1. Remember, this is not the Model 1 I was just cleaning up. It's a known good one. Okay, so we can see a little bit. And we'll have a little fun with it to make sure it works. I work okay. I work okay. I was probably below the other monitor. So below loop. Run it. So this looks pretty good. So one of the two monitors works just fine. I'm changing it to do 16 so I can see the whole screen. All right, there's a whole bunch of books with this, a box of them. Some were out. Get a look at that. This one here is crinkled. That's unfortunate because that's useful. I'll try to flatten that out. It's the Model 1 technical book. Very handy. COM package, cassette, portfolio. This I'm kind of interested because I'm programmer, editor, assembler. Awesome. More payroll. This is kind of a weird, an IBM hardware library book. Have to look through that. That's interesting. Some more cassette. Lots of cassette stuff in these books. Assembly language tutor. Editor, assembler, programming and style. The one Coco book. Yay, Coco. And there's another whole box of these things. So a lot of these books I already have. This stuff may be a lot of it destined for the Tandy Assembly 2021 auction table. So go to Tandy Assembly. A whole bunch of floppy disks in this box. All right. And I kind of wiped stuff down a little bit. That's all there is.
All right, thanks for watching. Hopefully you appreciate restorers more. I don't really sell this stuff much, but my big advice would be to kind of just keep an eye out for opportunities like this to save things from the trash heap. You can't force them. They'll pop up from time to time. And honestly, after cleaning that all up, most of that's packed away in the closet for the time being. I'm not going to start ripping into restoring those Model 1s right now. I got other things going on. So it's cleaned off enough to just kind of store, and I'll get to them in the future. But another couple Model 1s saved from the trash heap.